Milinda from Atisa Dipamkara Junior High School. Today, I'm going to talk about a hero who is one of the best thinkers this nation has ever had. I am willing to go to prison as long as I have books. Because with books, I am free. Have you ever heard of that before? Yes, it came from the figure behind Sukarno, Mohammad Hatta. Mohammad Hatta was born in Bukit Tinggi, West Sumatra on August 12, 1902. His father is Haji Muhammad Jamil and his mother is Siti Saleha. His father died when he was 8 months old and he was raised by his mother's family, which were wealthy, so he was able to go to a private school called Sekolah Melayu. Then he continued to the Dutch language elementary school or ELS in Padang. One day, he was given 3 books by his uncle, where he found that he could explore 40 countries, and it was as if he was talking to the great figures of the world. Then, Hatta entered the junior secondary school, or Mulu. Gradually, books became an important role in his life. Hatta used to visit the office of the Sarikat Usaha led by Tahir Marah Sultan. In the office, he read Dutch newspapers, particularly about political debates in the Volkskrant Parliament of the Dutch East Indies. It was at the age of 16 that he began to be interested in politics and national movements. He was chosen to be treasurer of the branch of the Jang Sumatran Bank in Padang in 1918. In 1919, Hatta went to the HBS in Batavia. He completed his study with distinction in 1921 and was allowed to continue to study at the Rotterdam School of Commerce in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. As time passed, Hatta and his books became more and more inseparable, even as his friends often teased him that he loved books more than he loved women. Hatta was not an ordinary man. His love of books and this nation made him swear not to get married before Indonesia's independence. In the Netherlands, he joined the Indonesia's Vereniging, which is the Perhimpunan Indonesia in Indonesian. This organization is like a place where you can struggle in the Netherlands. In the newspapers, your criticisms and thoughts sharper than shotgun bullets. His writings made the Dutch nervous. How can someone fight back in the invader's own place? Because of that, he was arrested because he considered setting a riot. At the prison, Hatta arranged his defense, and in the courtroom, he demanded that Indonesia must be free. He won the trial with his thunderous speech called Pledoi Indonesia Merdeka. After that, he was released. The news about him reached Sukarno's ears. When he finally arrived in Indonesia, he still continued fighting the Dutch by writing some newspapers about leadership. After Sukarno was arrested the second time, he was thrown to various places. One of them was in Bovendigul in Papua. Did you know what he brought when he was leaving Jakarta? He packed his books, which filled 16 chests. He also earned some money in Papua by writing some articles. When Japan began to colonize Indonesia, which was after 1942, he finally returned to Jakarta and was reunited with Sukarno. In April 1945, the Investigating Committee for Preparatory Work for Independence, or BPUPKI, was formed, and they joined it along with the other 60 members. After BPUPKI's work was done, it was disbanded, and the Preparatory Committee for Indonesian Independence, or PPKI, was formed. On the morning of 16 August 1945, Indonesian youths kidnapped both Hatta and Sukarno and took them to the town of Rengas Dengklok, where they continued trying to force Hatta and Sukarno to declare independence. Finally, they both reached an agreement. That night, Hatta and Sukarno returned to Jakarta, where at Maeda's house, they worked on the proclamation of independence. On 17 August 1945, Indonesian independence was finally proclaimed on a short statement on paper signed by both Sukarno and Hatta. On 18 August 1945, Hatta was elected as Indonesia's first vice president to Company Soekarno, who had been elected as Indonesia's first president by the PPKI. Not only that, Hatta also built this nation to greatness, such as he became Indonesia's father of cooperative. He died on March 14, 1980 and was buried in Taman Pemakaman Tanah Kusir. Bung Hatta is a very inspirational figure who likes to read books and has literacy skills. He can change the history of a nation. In conclusion, aspire as high as you can. As long as it's positive, keep trying to reach it and your goals will surely be achieved. And always try to improve your literacy skills so that you can change a lot of things. Thank you, everyone.